Hey everybody, it's Rick O'Shea playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again. This is the next subscribers only insider info we called S.H.I.E.L.D. intel about an upcoming character into the game. Very excited to see this character coming out. Definitely looks like a 5-star. We should be getting them today. And let's jump over to it so we can talk about the abilities and the little bit of a bio description, and we'll talk about maybe some strategies on what we see for early synergies between the abilities, what characters play well with this character coming out, and see if you can guess who it is. And it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5-star, and that means we would have 5, 5, 4-star, and then a 5-star again in a row. Looking forward to it. Should be coming out Thursday. Let's reveal who it's going to be. Keep in mind, this is unofficial info. Actual character release may vary greatly, be delayed, or scrapped entirely. All of what we're going to discuss about this potential upcoming character's abilities, descriptions, and more are subject to change, delays, or complete removal. Please do not share or discuss this info as it is complete spoiler info, and we will have to remove any comments that lists names or identifying info. You can guess along in the comments, but please do not say the character's name in the actual comments, since people often read comments below before they push play. Who is it going to be, guys? Let's check it out. The 5-star character is Onslaught. That's right. Very much looking forward to this big time character. Psionic entity. We are put a question mark. We are quite sure it's going to be a 5-star. I don't have developer info. This is just from what friends have put together from info that they can gather from the code in the game. This is what we're going to talk about. So let's look at the abilities and read the bio descriptions. So the first ability is, and by the way, the abilities might be in a different order when the character comes out than what I have here. So I'll call this his first ability, Astral Projection. Onslaught gathers his power on the astral plane before striking the material world, become invisible, and create a certain number of trap tiles that grant Onslaught invisibility at the start of each turn. When one is matched by either team, remove Onslaught's invisibility, disarm the friendly astral projection trap tiles, and create a certain strength number of attack tiles. I think it reads attack tiles singularly here for the trap that was destroyed, but hopefully it does create attack tiles on each of the traps that are remaining after the one was matched by either team. By the way, they're fortified attack tiles, so that sounds pretty cool. I bet they will be quite strong on a per tile basis. Looking forward to that ability. Granting invisibility is very unique in the 5-star realm. Second ability is called Know His Name. Onslaught manipulates the enemy's perception so they cannot trust anything around them. Pick a tile, and in the chosen tile's row and column, kind of an X shape or a plus sign shape of the row and column, deal number of damage for every enemy special tile, and convert all tiles of the enemy's strongest color to the enemy's weakest color. Now, when it says enemy's strongest color, that means the enemy team as a whole. So whoever has the strongest color, whether it's black or green or whatever, it will deal damage for every enemy special tile in that row and column, and then convert the colors from the strongest color to the weakest color. So I do believe that includes the special tiles as well, and you could get some pretty good matches out of that, I hope. Let's talk about that a little bit more after we review the bottom ability called Psychic Blast. Guys, this is going to be absolutely potentially crazy for this ability. It's a passive. Once it starts, the onslaught is relentless. When you make a match 4 or match 5 or greater, it's probably a match 4 at lower levels, and then a match 5 at lower levels, and then match 4 and higher at higher levels of covers. Destroy all team up tiles on the board, dealing a certain number of damage for each that are destroyed. So the first time this goes off, it's going to be a pretty big deal. I think destroyed tiles don't generate their own AP or deal individual deal damage, but you do get a damage calculation for how many are destroyed. So if there's 10 out there and if it's like 1800 for each team up tile destroyed or something like that, you'd get 18,000 damage. It's probably a lot less than that. I don't know if it's maybe 6, 7, 800 for each team up tile destroyed. Curious to see what you guys think the damage calculation will be for Psychic Blast. But this is just so big because just for getting a match 5, and maybe even I'm hoping for getting a match 4 at like cover level 5 or whatever, you destroy all team ups on the board, which means you can then cascades other colors that will be matching from the team ups that are destroyed is potentially nuts. Just for getting a match 4, this could be bigger than what Professor X, for example, gives you when he gets a match 4. So the potential here is enormous for a bunch of all kinds of AP generation and, of course, 5-star match damage. Now, back up to know his name. So that means the 4-star, that means I should say the potential from Psychic Blast could set up a lot of good uh, basically targeting ability from Know His Name if the enemies have a lot of special tiles on the board. Now, if they don't, I don't know how this is going to work, but if they do, for example, against Kitty or Beta Ray Bill, you could get some cool extra free matches that happen due to this color change. And then for the colors that are converted, you could get you could plan to get some free matches that way and build up other abilities. I don't know what colors these abilities will be. I'm thinking, looking back at astral projection, it's trap tiles and invisibility. Very often that's attributed to a yellow power, and it's obviously going to be an active ability. So is it going to cost a lot? I bet you know, some invisibilities are 6 or 7. Since it can create some strong attack tiles, I'm thinking it might cost a little bit more than that, probably 8 or more. And depending on how strong they are, if they're weak, it might not cost a whole lot. So I don't know if that'll be yellow. It could be purple. I doubt there's an invisibility tied to, for example, blue, green, or black, and probably not red. So we'll see. Know His Name is very likely to be something like, what do you think, blue or green in this case? I don't know. Could be red. I kind of doubt that. Seems more like what purple can do. It's a very tough one to pick in this one for dealing that color change, and maybe that one's the yellow ability. Not sure. But Psychic Blast, it's a passive. Doesn't matter a whole lot what color it is, but it seems like in this case, it's often a red ability that destroys team up tiles. Sometimes yellow have effects with team up tiles. So I'm not sure. He could be any mix of colors out there. And it'd be really nice if he's got a blue-purple active ability combo, in my opinion, but I don't know that that's going to happen. So if he's something like a purple, blue, and black or something, that would be kind of cool. Let me know what you guys think about these abilities, what damage you think you'd get out of them, and who you think he'd play well with. Of course, that is often determined by what colors the abilities are and what the cost for the powers is, but I think he's going to be great. Onslaught looks really cool, strong 5-star character. I imagine he'll have big match damage and high health. Maybe not as big as Apocalypse, but he's probably going to be quite strong. But I don't know. He could be a low health enemy since he has the potential for invisibility. So with all that, let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, please don't mention the name in the comments. That's kind of the fun in the reveal, but talk about the abilities all we want. Thanks for being a subscriber. I appreciate you guys a lot. If you got in here somehow without being a subscriber, please hit that sub button. It really supports the channel quite a bit. Thanks again for watching, guys. See you next time.